Hello everyone, I'm Claire Marie B and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've seen my videos before, and welcome to any new viewers that are joining us today. Thank you so much for all the love and appreciation for my 2023 setup. I really appreciate each and every view, the comments, all the likes. It's fantastic. If you haven't set up your 2023 yet, here's a link. You can have a look at my video. Hopefully it'll give you some inspiration. So on to today's video, where I'm going to be setting up my December monthly spread. As you can see, the theme I've gone for this month is Christmas trees. I've wanted to do this for a couple of years now, but I haven't landed on exactly how I wanted to do it. And this month it just felt a good month to do something simple, only a couple of colours, super easy to recreate this. You can even change up the trees and do them however you want and add anything extra to this. So I'm hoping it gives you some inspiration for your December spreads. I'm using two green Tombow pens on this, one main colour. That's the one that I'm using at the moment. You can see the trees that have the vertical lines and then some dark edges. I'm colouring in, doing a little bit of highlighting just in a lighter green for that tree only. The rest of everything else is in the same colour green. I got the inspiration for these trees from, I just did some clicking around on Google and just looked at doodle Christmas trees, and there's some really great stuff on there, and that gave me the inspiration for these. And then I picked 6 trees to do in a repetitive pattern that you'll see me use throughout the pages. This month I'm going to show you a little bit more of my setup than I usually do. As my regular viewers will know, I sketch things out in advance. That's because the pressure of the video, I always go wrong. And as soon as I get comfortable and go, yeah, hey, I know what I'm doing with this, I'll do pen and go, oh, I wish I'd just done a pencil first. So that's what I will usually do. Today I'm going to show you a little bit more of me doing that sketching in advance so you can see the process I go through. For the title this month, I didn't want to lose any of the trees, so I decided to use some of this, well, depending on where you're from, it depends on what you call this. we would call this in the UK tracing paper. I am aware, I believe in the States you call this vellum paper. I'm not sure everywhere else, but I'm using this tracing paper. And I'm writing on there December. You can then see how I messed up the first time I was doing that and decided to do it again on a different section. But this will show you today how I take one piece of paper and just use that over and over again. I trim it down in different ways to use it across the whole month. The one thing I did notice on using this red Tombow on the pages, it was a little bit darker than when I used it on the tracing or vellum paper. I was okay about that, but I was thinking to myself in the future, because it's probably going to make a comeback, I really did like using it. I was thinking in the future certain colours might not look so good, so I may need to practice or try a couple of those things out in advance before I use it again in the future. And that's the cover. I think that's probably my simplest cover to date. I found those washi tapes. I have the most unbelievable stash of washi tapes, and I found those Christmassy ones or holiday ones in my cupboard, and I thought that these would be perfect for the spread this month, because all I really needed was for them to have green in, red in, gold. I love gold. That's my metallic colour of choice, really, gold. So I really wanted to put some gold in this month. I did decide on a quote this month, and this little envelope I decided to get super crafty, and I made that envelope. I found the gold paper in one of my drawers when I'd bought a stash of paper for inspiration in the future, or to use in the future, and I watched a video on YouTube on how to create your own little envelope, and I used that video, and I thought it worked a treat. It's the first time I've used a little envelope, but I've been toying with it for quite some time, and now I can make one myself. I'm feeling a little happier about that because I can never find the exact envelopes of the right size or the right colour. So yeah, now we'll make my own. This is my quote for the month. Of course, it's a very well-known quote for this time of year, but it was really apt for me. I have a lot going on. I know I've said this before in some of my earlier month videos. This is it. December is the crescendo. I know everybody has tons going on at the moment. We have getting ready for Christmas. I've got all family coming down, getting married. So it's a lot that I've given myself to do for December. That's why I need my bullet journal to be productive. But I also wanted this to serve as reminders for me to, things are calm, things are okay, and just tell myself that. So that's where the quote comes in. On to the second spread for the month. This is my mission control, where I'm going to be putting my to-do lists, my focus of the month. I found a cute way of doing that with the tracing paper as well. So this is the page that's going to have all the central things on this month. Of course, with everything going on, this page could not fit the humongous to-do lists that I have, but I have those other spots in my journal, and this is going to be the main thing of, gosh, don't forget this. So that's what this double page spread is for. I have actually found in the last few weeks, I've really been missing my monthly calendar. I like having a visual, and sometimes I don't use it so much. I think it's probably because of everything that's going on in November and December. I really needed it. So I've ended up drawing out a couple of extra ones across at the end of my journal so that I can use those for the next couple of months. But it is going to make a comeback in January because already I just have tons of things booked in for next year. So yeah, I'm going to bring back the calendar spread. I think it's time. It doesn't mean I'll lose my mission control, but I might just shuffle around some of the pages and what I do. I wanted to use the gift tag again for the header on this page. So I mapped that out first, but then there was a little bit of a crossover with some of the boxes. So you'll see me now draw out all of the boxes first, and then I'll come back to that header to stick it in over the top once the boxes are done. So let me share a little bit about the boxes that I put on this page to help me be productive. So the first vertical box that I'm drawing out there is my Instagram planner. I feel like I've really neglected Instagram for a huge part of this year, and there's some things on there that I want to get better at, and I really do want to evolve my account a little bit more. If there's more things you'd like to see on there, please let me know. If you're not there on Instagram, do come over and join. Tag me in anything that you create. I love seeing everything that everybody creates, and it's a super great community where everyone is so supportive, and there's loads of fantastic ideas on there as well. So that's going to be where I plan out on the left hand side my Instagram for the month. On the right hand side, I've got some other things that I will look at. I'll log on here some notes. I'll also put on here some goals that I have for the month, and my master to-do list, which obviously is just a few key things probably for the month, not related to Christmas or the wedding, because I've got other massive lists for those. On the right hand side, you'll see that I've drawn a cluster of Christmas trees in a smaller version of the print from the front page. Over the last couple of months, I found it really handy to have a focus for the month. It may just be one word or something that something I really want to focus on, but something that I want to remind myself of, or have a theme, or grow in some way about. And this month is no different. So I've decided to set up the Christmas trees on the right, and that's going to be where I put the focus of the month over the top of those trees. And you'll see that in a moment. My focus for the month, or what I'm going to tell myself over again, is enjoy. I'm so probably distracted with everything that I've got to do, all the lists, and feeling a little overwhelmed by all of it, that I thought this would be a good place to remind myself to relax and enjoy the month as well. This is my favourite time of the year. I don't know about all of you, but it's such a great time of year. I always find myself wanting to spend time with people and appreciate what I've got. So I want to make sure that in December, that's what I do a little bit more as well, and just enjoy the month rather than spending it stressing, because it'll be over in no time at all. And then I don't want to look back and have not really enjoyed it. Over the page, on to my next spread. Now I'm going to do some more holiday or Christmas focused spreads. I would usually do trackers around habits and mood. I was doing mood tracker up until a certain point this year. I'm not feeling it at the moment. I've let the trackers, they've probably been the thing that I've let go of the most. Not that I'm not doing the things that are on the trackers, I just don't feel a need to log it as much at the moment, or I find myself not going on there and completing it. So if it's not working for me, or it's taking up more time than it needs to, then it's something that I will simply take out. So this month was a good opportunity to do that and replace it with some focused spreads for the season. I'm putting the trees all along the top as the print, and then again I'm going to put the headers over the top of those using the tracing paper. And what I've decided to do on this page is have on the left hand side a bucket list. I've been doing that from a well-being point of view over the last couple of months, and I have loved doing that. This month I thought I'd be a little more focused on the season and include some things that, yes, are for well-being, but things that I'm really looking forward to across the month as well. They'll be on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, you'll notice that I've folded the paper. That's because I'm going to do a fold-out section on the next page, so it'll all become clear really, really soon. But on the half page on the right hand side, I'm going to be listing some movies that I want to watch at this time of year, and that's going to be the list on the right of the page. My writing was a little bit small on this page, so I couldn't use the brush pen, but I decided to use the other side and do it in the more like the fine liner. As I started to stick these down and be super efficient, I realised that I had not used my eraser to take out the pencil marks of the trees underneath. So I had to have the sticker stuck to my hand, and then I was able to lift off the one that I'd already stuck down and then use the eraser to get rid of the pencil marks, because it just doesn't look good. I don't know if you've experienced that when you stick washi tape over the top, it all just shows through, and it was something that was easy fixable, so that's why you'll see me pausing there for a moment and wondering what I'm doing. So here is the folded in section. What I'm creating here, and I won't show you every single box drawn out, as this will take some time, you can see here I've created 25 boxes. This is my Christmas countdown. So across the month, for each day of the month, I'm going to then do one of the trees in a print in the box, and that's going to be my Christmas countdown across the month, which I'm super excited about. I haven't done a Christmas countdown before, so yeah, this is something new for me this year. On the inside of those pages, on the left and right there, I'm going to be using that space for planning specifically 2 days across the month where I have family, lots of people around, and I need in advance to prep for those things in addition to everything else that I'm doing. So at the moment, they're really blank. They probably won't end up that colourful. Who knows? It depends how creative and how much time I've got. Probably not a lot of time over the month, but it's going to be a space for lists and productivity in those sections. On the right hand side of this page here, I'm putting my memory section. I do love having this every single month. I like to print out pictures, write down what's happened in the month, some really lovely things that have been going on. Obviously, there's going to be lots of memories to create this month. So yeah, this is a nice space for me to do that. Finally, I'm just going to go back through some of the pages and pop in there some of the washi tape and do a little bit more of a flourish around the trees. And here's my final flip through. Thank you so much for joining me today and watching the video. Please like and subscribe to be notified of my future content. Have a wonderful December, whatever you celebrate, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.